Jai Jitendra, Namaste. My name is Sayyam Jain. Welcome to my channel. Today we are going to solve the 21st question of the problem solving series, which is based on arrays. The difficulty level of this question is medium, and this question has been asked in Google, Amazon, Microsoft, Oracle, and multiple companies. So merge overlapping intervals. So we are given a vector of arrays, and this is the values here: 1, 3, 2, 4, 8, 10, and 6, 9. We need to return the intervals again, but we need to merge the overlapping intervals. So what interval is overlapping here? If you see here, 1 comma 3 and 2 comma 4. So this is the starting point. This is a pair of vector array. So this 1 and 3, the 2 comes between 1 and 3. So this is an overlapping interval. So in some cases the question we could get the question parameter instead of vector we can get structure of interval as well. So a structure data type could also be there, but the issue is we will have pair of values. So it is a starting point and this is the ending point. We can consider as the time interval we have given from 1 to 3 seconds we have a value, and then from 2 to 4 seconds we have a value. So these two values are going to overlap. So we need to merge this, and this we need to do for all the values. So what would be the answer for this example? So 1, 3, 2, 4, 8, 10, 6, 9. So this 1, 3 and 2, 4 would be merged, and the value would be 1, comma 4. And then 8 is not overlapping with 1 comma 4 with the new value. So we can take 8 comma 10 as well. But actually after 4, 6 should come, right? We need to give the return the intervals in an ascending order. So we need to take this 6 comma 9, but 9 comes between 8 comma 10. So we need to add this as 6 comma 10. This would be our answer, right? 1 comma 4, 6 comma 10. Here we are covering. So we get the idea that whenever we solve this problem, we need to short the values. Otherwise we won't be able to get and find out the overlapping intervals. So 6 comma 9 will come before, then 8 comma 10, and 6 comma 9 will insert 6 comma 9 over here, right? Once 6 comma 9 is there, then we see that 8 comma 10 is there. 8 comes between 6 and 9. So we will return it as 6 comma 10. So this should be our answer. Similarly for this problem, 1 comma 4, 4 comma 5, we see that the 4 is overlapping, right? So the answer for this would be 1 comma 5. So how do we solve this? I hope the problem statement is clear. The link to the question anyway will be given in the description. You can study it again. So how do we solve it? So firstly we see that we need to sort the elements based on its starting value. And then we need to merge the overlapping intervals or the overlapping values. How do we check the overlapping values? We see the end part, the last part of the previous value and the first part of the current value. If we see this value is lesser than this, that means this is or equal to this. In this case they are equal. So we are going to overlap them. We need to add. It could be in some situations, it could be, the question could be that 1 comma 7 and 3 comma 4, right? If this is the problem statement, if this example has been given, so for this the answer would be 1 comma 7, just 1 comma 7, because this 3 comma 4 comes within 1 comma 7, right? So we need to, once we see that this value is less than this value, then this whole thing we will see if this value is lesser than this or greater than this. We will take the maximum of these two. We understand this. So in this way we need to go through it. For example here, once we get 1 comma 4, we merge this. Then we see that the next element's first value and the previous element's last value. This last value is less than 8, its current value. So this 8, 10 whole thing should come. So these are the two conditions that we need to verify and we need to add it in our approach. So the brute force approach or any approach, first we can see that if we see this and we do it completely for all the elements, like we have done for the previous example, we do this for this element. So we will be having a double loop, inner loop, and we will find the overlapping interval for this value, and then we'll keep on going it to find if there is any overlapping interval or not. Once we have done it for this one, then we'll start with this one, then again we'll do it, right? So what would be the brute force algorithm, right? What would be the time complexity of the brute force algorithm? The time complexity would be order of n square. So even if we don't short it and we do it, right, we'll get our answer. We can short it later on. So in that case, order would be order of n square. But if we short it and then again, if we keep going it and traverse all the values, then also it would be order of n log n plus it won't be order of n square, but it would be close to order of n square. But what would be the space complexity? Space complexity would be order of 1. We are not taking any other extra array. Instead, we are just taking the we will take the vector of vector, but no extra. But what is the optimized approach? Can we solve this problem in one traversal? Yes, we can. So suppose for this example 1, 3, 2, 4, 8, 10 and 9, 6. We have this value 1, 3. Okay. We go to the next value. We see this 2 is lesser than this previous value 3. So if we include this 1, 4, do we need to again check it? So okay, once this 1, 4 we have in our new vector. Now we go to the next value. Okay, first we short it. So we have 1, 3, 2, 4, 6, 9 and 8, 10, right? We have this value. After sorting, we have now checked it and we have inserted the new value as 1, 4. Now once this is done, 1, 4, do we need to? Okay, then we go to 6, 9, right? 6, 9, 4 is less than 6, 9. We insert 6, 9. Okay. But then do we need to check for 2, 4 again? We don't need to check it for 2, 4 again, because 2, 4, this value is already added in the new vector. It includes it. It could have been lesser than this 3, 2, 2. Anyway, once this value has been taken, we don't need to check for this value again. So in that way, we can solve this problem in one traversal. So I hope that the explanation is clear. Let me do a pseudo. Let me write the pseudocode for it, and then I think it will be clear again. I'll try run the code once I do the pseudocode. So initially, what we need to do, we will take a vector of vector value as say answer. Okay, and then we will traverse this. Okay, we will have a size of as array dot size. We got the size of the number of elements and we will run the loop from 0 to n. Right. Now, initially we need to insert. Okay, so before that we need to sort it. So we will sort the array. In C++ we sort it using the sort library. Once sorting is done, we have taken the vector of vector. We have the size of the array stored in the variable n. Now we have run the loop from 0 to n. Okay. Now if the is empty, if array dot empty, right? So if it is empty in the beginning, we have to insert 1 comma 3, right? So if this is the condition, or if answer, if it is not empty, then answer I dot back if it is less than array of I comma 0, right? Then, so what I have written here, this condition, we need to understand this condition. So answer I dot back, what is I? Not answer I dot back, it would be the last element, whatever has been inserted. Okay, so if this, so in this HTL, we return this dot back. Okay, so the last value that has been inserted in this answer vector is value if it is less than the current value which we are there. For example, here, okay, so say 1 3 has been inserted in the beginning. Now we are in this second element. Okay, once it is inserted, we move ahead, and this 2 is smaller than this 3. Okay, if in this case it is not smaller, but for example, once this 1 4 has been inserted, we get 6 9. So this 6 is actually greater than this previous value. Then we need to insert this whole thing. So this condition has been mentioned, the first condition, right? So if that is the case, then what do we need to do? We need to push answer dot push back. Okay, since it is vector of vector, so we directly push this array of I. Okay. Yeah. Fine. If that is not the case, if suppose this value answer dot back is actually greater than, for example here 1 comma 4 or 4 comma 5, this 4 is actually equal to this 5. If that is the case, then what do? We modify this value, right? We take the maximum of this and this, right? So this and this, because this value, the end value will always be greater than the starting value, right? Just like the time range, we have 1 second, 4 second, 4 second and 5 second. So we will start with 1 second. Since these are equal or less, this value is greater than or equal to this, so we will take the max of these two. So otherwise, if this doesn't happen, then what we do, this answer's value, this answer 1 dot back will actually be max of answer answer 1 dot back and array of I comma 1. So in this way we can solve this problem. We will be returning this answer vector. So this will solve the problem in order of n time complexity, and the space complexity would be also order of 1, since we have not taken any other extra data structure. Let me run this again. Okay, so, let me run this code for this example. Say another example. Yeah, say this example, I'll run this code, right? So 1 3 we have, okay, we have this, we have sorted this, and now we have this structure. Say we have a new values, right? Say 1 4 5 9 and 7 8 and then 8 12. We have this structure, this example. How this example will run with this code, how we'll get the answer. So initially we have 1 4, array is empty, our this answer, sorry, this answer is empty, right? So we will directly push the first values. 1, 4 is in our structure, right? Now 1, 4 is in our structure, new array. Then we will move with to the next value. Okay, I will go to 1. So 5. Now it comes over here. So what is the last element? The first part of the last element that we have inserted, 4. So 4 is 4 less than 5? Yes, 4 is less than 5. That means there is no overlapping. So we will insert 5, 9 as well. So 5, 9 we have inserted. Now we move to the next element, 7. Okay, this 7 is 7 greater than 9? 9 is greater than 7, right? So this condition comes. So this 7, we will modify this value, okay? So 5, 9 is 9 greater or 8 greater? 9 greater. So it will remain same, 5, 9. So now we will move to 7, 8. So 7. Is 7 greater than 9? So we have solved this. Now we'll move to 8, 12, okay? So 8. Here 8 is, you see, 8 is actually less than 9, right? So this condition won't fulfill again. We'll go here. 8 is less than 9. So we will modify the end value of the current answer, last element, okay? So now here we will check the max value of 9 and 12. Which one is maximum? Because there is an overlapping. 8 comes between 5 and 9, right? So we will see this value is max or this value max. Which is maximum between 9 and 12? 12 is maximum, obviously, here. So we will change this 9's value to 12. So what would be our answer? 1, 4, 5, 12. So in a single traversal, we have solved this problem. The link to the question has been given in the description. Please try to solve this question.
This is the code walkthrough section of this merge interval question. As we can see in the example, 1, 3, 2, 6, they are overlapping. So we have 1, 6, 8, 10, and then 15, 18. So here we have this, we need to return the vector of int, and we have got this intervals as vector of vector. So we have sorted it over here, and then we are traversing it. And as discussed already, we are maintaining these two conditions, and let's run it. So for this test case, it has worked. So let's submit it. So this has been accepted. I hope the explanation is clear. The time complexity is order of n, and the space complexity you can see. The time complexity is actually order of n log n. We are shorting it, and otherwise it's not sorted. It's in order of n. We are just using a single traversal, and the space complexity is order of 1. So let me know in the comment section how was the explanation, and I'll be explaining the 22nd question of the problem solving series in the next video. Jai Jindra.